Hello YouTube, did we just get the green light for the S&P 2 go higher? We got a big question because as the coil got real tight in the S&P, again, we look at the last period where the market went lower, or the weekly flag we're looking at, it coiled up and then shot down. What do we have now? It's coiling up and going up. So as the market is ready to maybe go higher, are there clues in terms of what targets we can look for? What is going to tell us we're wrong? And where we're just generally going to go? So looking here at the psychology chart for the SPY, this is going to be the most important thing just because it shows us here that I want to look back to the date this came out, May 20th. This is almost 3 months ago, which was when I started getting a little bit bullish. And I was looking for what happens if we are going to go up. And what I was looking for was that we were going to maintain this pink line. If we go back to SPY here and we go to our previous board, what do we have? Oh, that was like when we were all the way down here. That is correct. So when we were all the way down at the bottom, I was looking for, well, what could cause us to go up? Not will we go up, what could cause us to go up? And if we look here again, we've now snapped back over the pink line and we're looking for more. And this is so important because it gives us an upside target. And the upside target is, if we can bounce off the pink line like we currently have, and we can continue to go higher, we're looking for all the way up to the red line. What's the red line? It's 450. That's right. That is an additional 30 points from here. If we're able to poke above 420.76 and just continue to go higher, I can see the market starting to get into an area where it is imbalanced. And that is where I think that we might get a big decision. There's 430 as well. But for today, I want to celebrate these bulls because they did such a good job. We close at the high of the day, which means there's pressure that continues to build up. And it's only August 10th. The month is roughly a third through. So if roughly 2.5 months ago, almost 3 months ago, I was looking for this. What I would really encourage people to do is to maybe try to understand what we're doing on these videos because there is clearly something that happened here. And I often see a lot of people trying to tell me what I think or what I did in the videos. And instead, if you're watching, maybe try to find some value, try to learn something. What did I know back in May or June? Well, it's what I try to bring you every day. So please keep in mind that as we are doing these videos, I record 5 times per day. So since I record 5 times per day, per week, and then I also do the live stream 1 times, that's a whole bunch of videos. I have to try to tell you what I think is going to happen tomorrow. And as I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to tell you what's most important. I would often defer you to focus on the weekend videos where I think I've been telling a very clear story. And it's been very clear to me. My account is happy. And I couldn't be more excited for the future. The market is finally exciting again. Finally going back to trading the way it normally does. And I'm super excited. So what drove the market today? Again, now Dr. Justin's here. He's going to teach you. He's going to help you. Hopefully you're going to make some money. If not, you're going to stop losing. So CPI came out. That's the consumer price index or what you pay as a consumer. Tomorrow we got another data point too. We're going to focus on today. Why? Our channel's called Stocks Today. We're going to focus on today. So as we look to here, what do we have? Well, it's pretty obvious. So what we have here is, all inflation is coming down. They're all red. Red is good. Bad is good for stocks right now. CPI came in at 0.0 on a month-over-month basis, which means that we're paying the same prices in July that we did in June. And that feeds through to the maybe we're in peak inflation. And this is so important because what I keep hearing is, again, in the comments, oh, well, this is why we have to go up. This is why we have to go down. And instead of trying to tell a market what it's doing, try to just understand. So this is what I am watching as I have the TV turned on and I'm watching the stock market. What am I seeing? I'm seeing it climb the wall of worry. And everyone's like, oh, but there's something else to worry about. What about this? What about that? And if we look here to the fear and greed, oh my goodness, it's at 52. So as we continue to climb the wall of worry or the wall of doubt, what happens? People start getting greedy. They start putting the risk on. And people caught on the wrong side, they start to get smoked, which is the reason why we saw such a violent rip. In 1 minute, we were up like, I don't know, we were up like 1.5%. And that was a massive move. And as we can note here, again, the red line or my current resistance, we went perfectly off the green line, right to the red line, which is roughly 2% or all the gains on the day, right from the green to the red. And it was incredible. So if we try to think about this, okay, recession risk, looking a little bit less likely now. Inflation, again, today's data point kind of tells us that maybe we're peaking, and it's been happening for a few months potentially. Strong dollar. I believe the dollar's down today. Let's just double check. Yes, sir. It is down by 1%. And we can note that VIX is down. Treasuries are mixed, and this is where I'm still concerned. But today we're going to celebrate the bulls. So today we also have Fed hikes, which are now priced at 50 basis points for September, no longer at 75. So 1, 2, 3, 4, less things to worry about. Earnings, not so much. Geopolitical tension, yes, that's a yellow flag. But for today, again, we're going to celebrate the bulls. So when 4 out of 6 things suddenly start getting a whole lot less fearful, what can the market do? It can continue to squeeze the pain trade. And the pain trade right now is being short. There's so much money that's short that's caught on the wrong side. And I got a feeling, again, just a feeling that something is going to give. So just going back to the chart and trying to understand exactly what happened. We can note here that, again, we were consolidating and like a spring and a coil, and then boom, we went all the way down. And again, we also got the volume here, which is really important. So as the volume came in, that was the confirmation. What do we have here? Well, we have a coil getting real tight. We got the move higher, but what's missing is the volume. Volume is elevated, but it's not like, oh my God, volume. Like it was down over here. Oh my God. So that's the one last thing that I'm missing. We also have a daily gap to battle with. And I think I've been pretty accurate till now. I don't need to predict every single move. I don't know where we're going to go from here. I'm watching 430, which is going to be a really important area. That's going to be us exiting bear market territory. It's going to be the 200 daily moving average and the 50 weekly moving average. So as we're looking to where we could go next, potentially up to 450, what would happen and how can we get there? Well, we said that 420.76 is the relative low that we're looking at, or that local low. And as we continue to climb the wall of worry, let's try to look at what the market's been doing. So we look here at the heat map instead of looking at charts, and we can note that, oh my goodness, it's pretty bright green everywhere. Amazon, Tesla, even Tesla, I think Elon sold like $8 billion worth of stock. They're bright green. Nvidia up, Apple up, Google up, Meta up. Then we zoom out to the weekly performance. Oh my goodness, not very nice. Energy is down, Tesla is down, healthcare is down. Otherwise, it's pretty bright green. There is breadth, there is depth. We look at the last 1 month, we note that now energy flips green, Tesla flips green. It's only healthcare that's down. Do we have peak virus too? Oh my goodness. If we get the volume to come in to confirm the move, I think it's time to go up. And that's really important. All right, let's talk about what to worry about. Everyone's going to comment and say, oh, but this, but that. Oh, but what? The next thing we have to worry about is going to be the symposium or pretty much summer camp for Fed officials when they go to Jackson Hole. That's going to happen between August 25 and 27. And if the market's getting ahead of itself, they will rein it in and they will tell us then. That's in roughly 2.5 weeks. And that is a really long time to be in a trade and be wrong. So the most important thing for us to just remember is that the coil got tight, it shot down. The coil got tight, it's shooting up. It hasn't shot up. There's still room for us to go 10 points higher to 430 and about 10 points lower for us to go down to 410.64 or our really important monthly low. So we're currently battling for 420.76. And after we take out all of the relative lows, what's next? The relative highs, baby. Whoop. And that's at roughly 430. So I just want to make sure that I don't have an issue here as I finish the recording. But if we look forward to the weekly charts now, what's super cool is just that we're like making really, really great progress, to be honest. And if we look over to QQQ first, because the numbers are on the chart, and QQQ was leading, where do we close? 325.93. I'm looking for 326.97, or roughly 1 point higher for us to exit bear market territory, or that negative 20%. It's not all that far off. And if the NASDAQ's been leading till now, I assume it would probably get over that barrier on a weekly closing basis before SPY. Still need volume, but technically we are in a bull market too. All we need is 323.14, and that's a big old check. These bulls are flexing. So are they going to win tomorrow? I don't know, right? Everyone's going to have their opinion, and at a certain point, we want to try to understand what the market's doing. Instead of trying to tell me what I said or what, or why we have to go up, why we have to go down, try to understand what the movie's being told is, because the sooner you can start to put your ego aside and start to understand what's happening, you can start to see the move. Why? Well, let's pretend you want to get in. Well, you're like, oh my God, I already missed it. Well, I'm telling you, again, we're looking back to this period right here where once we poked below the low, like we just poked above the high, what's happening? It's going up big time. It's going up bigly. So that's what I'm watching for. Where could we go? We go to the 50 weekly moving average. We go to 430, 10 points higher. Why? Because why not? People aren't going to believe it. They didn't believe it at 380. Didn't believe it at 400. Didn't believe it at, I don't know, 410, number 420. They're like, oh, maybe I believe it. So I think we're going to squeeze a little bit higher, and I'll be watching Jackson Hole real fast, real close. So since we're at about the 10-minute mark, I'm going to probably leave it there. But I went through everything on an extended weekend deep dive. I encourage you to click the video that'll queue up here in a moment. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to reading all of your comments. Oh, and I also forgot that we didn't do the draw for the comment. I will get that queued up for tomorrow. I apologize. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks.